Hello guys and welcome to a brand new video. Today I'm here with NieR Automata episode number 12 reaction, and this is the final episode of this season. Okay, it's been a while. I have reacted to episode 10 and 11, and yes, I'm back with the final episode. And so let's see how this whole thing ends. At the previous episode, what happened was we had a battle against Adam. Adam kind of like converged and just sucked in all the different machine life forms, and became a big problem. And we cannot hurt it, we cannot do anything. So NieR decides to go and hack it, and he's successful in doing it, while Tubi kind of distracts it and a few other machine life forms. So NieR is able to hack and gets into Adam's brain and sees the whole thing, and stuff like that happens. And by the end of it, we are able to defeat it with the help of the resistance, and we're able to launch the thing up in outer space. Unfortunately, it comes back again, and we would have been screwed if a weird explosion didn't take it out. So don't know what that happened, how that actually happened. My guess is that is like from the satellites, like probably the human frontier from the moon had, like, I don't know, like did something. But let's see. I'm guessing we're going to get an explanation in this episode how that happened, and now what are we going to do. Also, the fact about A2 is still not resolved. A2 is still out there. So let's see. Episode number 12, let us begin. I'll be putting the subtitles and the timer here, sync it to whichever is your preference, and let's get started. All right, here's the countdown. 3, 2, 1, go. Oh my god. Yeah, alright, that took care of it. Like, satellite laser, there you go. Oh, so they, okay, there you go. She took the liberty of doing it. Need for God. I guess. Yep. Special unit. Wait. Oh my god. Marked on the map. Right. So it's still not dead. That is crazy. Damn. Right. Okay, so yeah, he just was. Oh wow. He just got up from, like, like he was injured and everything. Right. Hey, nah, 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 nah. It's the same thing. Yeah. Oh god, not again. Right. Oh, he cannot. He probably cannot. Yeah. Ooh. He's crying. Oh my god. Machine life form. Shedding tears. Hmm. Hmm. Yeah, I don't think so. A2 is still out there. What is that? What? Oh god, what's happening? What the? Oh, no, 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 no. What the? Wait, so he. Yeah. That's when it happened. Oh god. But that won't be him. And this happened before as well. Yeah. Oh god. Yeah, this is just. It's the same repeat of the same thing that happened in the first few episodes. Uh, uh, oh my god. Yeah, the same thing that happened. Like she just said, like looking at Adam, that machine life forms don't have hearts, and now she. What the? What? No, it's green. The light is green. It's not red or yellow. Wait, wait, wait. The green is okay, I guess. Yes, green, green. Okay, wait, wait, wait. No. Transmissions? What? Wait, so every. A2, okay. What the? Everything just stopped. Um. Okay, one thing is. Wait, it's 9s. Left personal data in the machine. Oh, wait, so yeah, he used the. Multiplexed this over the. Returned my own. Okay, so wait, so that was him. Was like the trans. A great effect on the outcome. Yeah, and in the next. Okay, so yeah, this ended in a very different way that the what the why wait, there's still 15 minutes left. Um. Oh, they're gonna do the thing. I know what they're gonna do. They're gonna do in the middle of the credit roll. They're gonna stop and like roll back or something. Okay, it's coming. I'm sure of it. That's what's going to happen. Yep, probably in the middle of the song they're going to like do something. Okay. So this was, like I said, it was very different from this the game, the way it. Well, obviously the game also has different routes, and the first route, at least as far as I can remember, it definitely doesn't end like this. Yeah, so I'm guessing they kind of broke the story apart in like two or three parts. Now we're going to get like a continuation from this. We're not going to go to another route, but we're going to get a continuation and then maybe a different route. I don't know what they're planning to do. But yeah, the whole A2 situation hasn't been resolved. Right. Lars for machines. Okay. Oh, there you. Okay, there you go. 2 hours before the fight against Adam. Before. Fair Jason. What? So Engage memory code. Memory code. No issues detected. Hmm. So yeah, they were talking about this whole overhaul thing. I was confused. I was like, wait, didn't they overhaul him? What's going on? Gotta sync up with the bunker server. Hold it. Okay. Huh. The packets with very few views. Yeah, I guess that's where the data noise might be, with the least views. Okay. Access locked. Oh, access denied. Yeah. So can we override it? Whoa. Yeah. Server connection. Reactivate my body. Oh god, what happened? Whoa! What the hell? Um. If I die fast. What? Okay, I'm confused here. What's happening? Okay, this was the truth. Is that the fruit of truth or whatever? Focus classifier. Okay, so this is when they go and fight Adam after this. Yeah. Hmm. And so that is why the data overhaul didn't happen, neither did the syncing of data. Wait, what is. Oh my god. Right, who the hell is. What the. Yeah. Separates machine from. Have gained emotions. Right, okay, that was extremely cryptic in the end. Like, I understand what they're trying to do. So. Okay. So before the battle with Adam, a lot of things happened with 9S, which we got to see now. And then there's these characters that, like, okay, wait a minute. I don't remember these characters from the game. These two twins that we see, and then this voice. So, are these characters which I don't know? Sometimes, like in this anime, we can see that they bring characters from NieR Replicant. I haven't played NieR Replicant, so I wouldn't be able to understand if wouldn't be able to know if some certain characters are brought here from there. So I don't even know if these characters actually, like, are these like new characters brought in the anime, or they like are existing characters. I don't even know that, but from NieR Automata, I don't remember these characters. I doubt these characters existed in NieR Automata. And yeah, like I said, there's a lot of, like, the the anime was going in the direction of the game up until I feel like the eighth or like the seventh episode, and then it started like diverging greatly, like in a big way. And then with the whole Adam and Eve battle, everything like completely goes in a different direction. Okay, wait, preview. What? Is this like a yeah, preview for the next? I will get to see more of them, and obviously A2 as well. All right, I kind of remember this. There was a certain section in the game I do remember where the war actually yeah, starts. Okay, there you go. Yeah, please watch again for the glory of man. Right. Okay, so there you go. So first of all, okay, let's talk about this. Like I said, if like a few things happen which I have no memories in the game. None of that happened. None of the whole those two twins, that whole thing. I don't remember that in the game. So first of all, in the beginning we get to see yeah, we get to know like where the strike came in from. So obviously it was from the satellite. The satellite struck and defeated, destroyed Adam in the end. And the one who did the strike was the commander, as the commander went against the like the orders from the moon, from the human you know stronghold or whatever you call it. And yeah, so after that she says, like, when the operator was like, commander, what did you did that? She said, like, we have a need for God. And then she leaves. Okay, so then after that, like in the like in the actual place, in the battlefield, there is still a signal coming. So obviously Ninus and 2B are like, let's go and let's take care of this whole thing. And yeah, they go down and they try to see what's going on. So Adam is still there, still just sitting over there. But later they realize that Adam has almost like half of his body is gone. He's not in a proper condition. It seemed like he's kind of sucking in those like metal parts. However, by the end of it, he's not able to completely do anything and falls down. And continuously, he's like thinking of his brother, and he's like shedding tears. So obviously, you can see that here machine life form, as a machine life form, he has emotions now. Otherwise, how could he shed tears? And seeing this, obviously 2B gets extremely like rattled. She's like, oh no, like machine life forms don't have any emotions. Like she tries to like stab him, but then she stops, and we get a sequence of flashbacks of Adam like thinking about Eve. And while 2B struggles to like give the final blow, Ninus comes in and does the job for her. So yeah, that is the end of Adam. And after that, everything starts to get starts going to like normal again. However, something happens here. Ninus falls down, and you can see his eyes are glowing, and he's like, oh, this definitely happened when I tried to like hack Adam. This happened. He probably kind of infected me, or like like got to me. So obviously you can see that Ninus is like, please, like I want you to kill me, 2B. No, I shouldn't. I cannot like be like this. And you're the one like like I want you to like like kill me like this, like quickly. Now this is the same repeat of the first few episodes, like the whole thing that happened over there. Ninus like wasn't able to upload his data to the bunker. He was only able to do 2B's data. So I guess you could say he died, because his whole personality, his memories and everything got wiped out. And that is why like it was a completely new Ninus. And from that point onwards, a lot of episodes happened, and like again Ninus was able to get a certain understanding, a lot of character development, and it now seems like it's going to again be just completely just erased. And like 2B has to do it, and 2B cannot do anything in this situation. 2B has gone through both the situation, the first death of Ninus and now this one again. So she's like, why does this happen all the time? And she tries to like like kind of like choke him out. And from moment Ninus kind of like like obviously involuntarily he attacked like 2B, and her eye patch falls down. And he can see that 2B is like her eyes are like red. She's like crying almost. And then yeah, 2B kills kills him. And then you can see that 2B starts crying and sheds tears. And this is the thing, like, like it's like the exact same thing that we saw. Like when Adam was shedding tears, 2B was like, no, machine life forms don't have emotions. And now she's in a similar situation, and she's shedding tears here as well. So obviously, like, like this is like one thing we can see, that androids, they like try to kind of, like the fact that machine life forms might have emotions, they don't want to accept that, obviously, because it's a lot of stress. Like, just up until now, he like it's more like, like, it's up until now it was more like, oh, we're killing some robots who don't have any emotions, don't have any type of soul, any of that thing. They're just like a bunch of programs, like in a, like, like in a tin, in a metal container. They just work according to what they're programmed to do. So we're destroying them, we're just destroying robots, we're destroying machines. Like, that was like the whole, like, thing. So suddenly realizing that they also might have emotions and they're also like them, that, yeah, that's extremely stressful, obviously. And it's weird here in this, like, scenario, because the machine life forms, like a lot of them, you can see, they just, like, they were like, up until they were like, when they were connected to the network, they were attacking the humans and the androids. But then when they're severed from the network, most of them like want to do their own thing. For example, like Pascal and his like villages, after getting out of the network, they just want to just like live a normal life and like don't get into war and stuff like that. And that is the problem here. Obviously the androids have been ordered to destroy machine life forms from the moon. That's the orders that is coming in. They cannot say that, oh, like, oh, these machine life forms, they're, they're good, they don't want to kill us, they're fine. They cannot like really say that. And like, the higher ups will not be like, oh, you know what, find them, leave them alone. Nah, that's not happening. And then we got to like hear about some certain things in the previous episode as well, from the humans. They were talking about some kind of a project or whatever. We don't really know much about that, and why this is important for that. So because of all of these things, like, they know that they have to like destroy these machine life forms even if they show emotions. But at the same time, like, machine life forms who have emotions, they're innocent. Like, that's the thing. So you're literally killing innocent people, or robots, whatever you call them. That's the scenario, and that's going to like hit your conscience hard. And it's a complicated, like, situation. And that is why most of the time, like here, for example, when Adam, in the end, she realizes that Adam was also gained emotion, she didn't want to accept it. Neither does 9S want to accept the fact that these machine life forms have emotions, just because of that. Because they have been taught from the very get-go that machine life forms are bad, they're robots, they don't have feelings, they're just a cold steel, like without emotions, like, like beings. Like, it's okay to kill them, we have to destroy them, otherwise they'll destroy us. And now this is what's happening. So, because of that, either way, so 2B, like, it's like shedding tears, and she kind of hugs 9S after 9S dies here. And then there's like a machine life form, like a, like the head of a machine life form starts glowing green, and 2B's like, oh my god, like, not again, like, how dare you, and tries to like attack them. And then everything, all the heads of the machine life forms and everything, like, starts glowing green. Now this happens throughout the place, not only in that place, everywhere this happens, like this green beeping glowing, like, thing. Even the place where A2 was like killing machine life forms, that was happening. So 2B's like, and then it stops, and then a big machine life form comes to life, green eyes. And when 2B was going to attack it, it's like, oh, wait a second, 2B, it's me, 9S. Okay, now I'm going to read this part, because this part I need to understand what he says here. So I'm guessing what he says is like his personal data was left in the machine life form, the one that he used before, and that's why he was able to get it back. Okay, looks like I left personal data in the machine life form side. Next thing I know, my sense of self was regenerated over the surrounding network. Oh, okay, I think I understand what he's saying. So basically, I'm guessing a few moments ago we saw he was like kind of, like kind of inside one machine life form who came to a 8-2b. So when he went back to his 9a's form, 9s form, what happened is like a bit of his self was there in the machine life form side. So now that 9s had to like die, like this sense of self was regenerated over the surrounding network, something like that. I think I understand kind of vaguely. I think that's what he's saying. Having multiple selves fused together like this is a pretty valuable experience. I wanted to record it, but I cannot access my storage areas yet. So I multiplexed it over the memories of some nearby enemies. Oh, he just, okay. You transmitted it over. And that's when I returned to my own. Alright, you know what? I don't understand what he's saying here, but I kind of understand at the same time. So basically, he used the other machine life forms, where he left a little bit of himself, that got regenerated, and he kind of transmitted it over all the other memories, like networks, to kind of get his self back, or something like that, I think. And Tubi's like, yeah, I'm glad that you're okay. And yeah, there you go. So Nina says the battle between with Adam and Eve, the final battle, came to an end. The battle will likely have great effect on the outcome of the war. The battle continues a while longer for 2B and I. But that's another story. There you go. So obviously that is the end. The credits roll, and then we get to see what happened 2 hours before the fight against Adam. So this part we remember, like 9S was obviously back in, in the base, and before the distress call comes, before 2B asks for help, this is what happened here. So Pod 153 says that authorization to initialize spare chases stored in the bunker during the data overhaul support of 9S, which this unit is the assistance follower of. Authorization confirmed. And yeah, so this is like the spare body, I'm guessing, whatever. And yeah, so the pod goes and like hovers over 9S's body, and inside we see like 9S is walking in the memory space, and the pod says proposal: engage memory core diagnostics. Okay, so he starts acknowledge, kind of like doing a little diagnostics of all the memory sectors and everything, and then finally, okay, I'm finally done checking everything, including the physical body. Don't you think it's overkill to perform a full data overhaul? And yeah, the pod is like, Unit 9S was seized by enemy and placed in non-control state for an extended period of time. Yeah, high possibility of infiltration by enemy logic virus, this and that, which is exactly what happened later on. You remember that, like when 9S's eye starts glowing, like the one thing that pod warned him about, that's exactly what happened just after this, because he tried to hack Adam, and Adam just got to him back, So there you go. Obviously at this point they won't be able to find anything, because this happens after this, as far as I remember. Yeah, the whole battle, like the whole hacking, when he hacks Adam, that happens before this, after this. Okay, there's a high probability of infiltration of enemy logic virus. Okay, there you go. So yeah, 9S goes deeper, and he's like, wait, what is this noise, data noise? And he's like, okay, hold the data sync, 2Bs as well. While the pod is like, oh, data synchronization mandatory, but 9S is like, yeah, but I can see there's some data noise going on here. Unless and until we figure it out, what's that? I don't want to take any risks of syncing the data. Because yeah, obviously if there's something weird here, it's going to just spread. If it syncs the data to the main, like, yeah, that's a problem. And he also says like hold the data sync for 2B as well. Okay, so they try to find where the data noise is, finds like a little port, goes there, and here, like, out of all the different memory banks or whatever the hell you call it, he's like, I need to find someone, like, like stick to packets with very few views. Obviously, I guess that, like, that those are the places which might be overlooked. That is why he said that. And he finds one, and he tries to go in, and but yeah, access log to the Council of Humanity's lunar server. This is the access to that. So these look like records for supplies shipped to the moon. But how strange, there are a ton of empty containers. Why would they do something so meaningless? And he tries to go in, but it's like, like blocked. He cannot go there. And then he's like, oh, there's a lot of weird data here. So unless and until I check everything, I shouldn't, and I cannot data sync. But before that happens, like a few of the, like, like self-defense, like, like mechanisms, these things starts attacking him because he tried to access it, I'm guessing. And he's like, oh, pod, answer me, but pod isn't answering. And then after a few moments, like after he tries to dodge around and everything, suddenly the pod is like 9s, and he's like, what's happening, pod? Hurry up and close the server. And then this weird noise. Someone again says 9s, like it's one of those twins, I'm guessing. And he falls down, and there's two twins in front of him. And he's like, what the hell is this? All right, now this part, I'm going to read it. This part makes no sense when I reacted to it. Maybe I'll be able to understand what they're saying now if I read it properly. All right, we are perpetually monitoring the androids. Okay, monitoring, all right, at times as forms of violence, at times as forms as hatred, okay, at times as form of mad love. Various stimulations. We provide diverse trains of thought, colorful array of logic to machine life form. And we continue to monitor how androids would deal with them. Oh, okay, I understand. So they are the ones who gave the machine life forms, I guess you could say, emotions. That's what they say. And they did that to see how androids deal with them. Oh, I see, I understand now. Yeah, they say we're perpetually monitoring the androids. Yeah, at times as form of violence, at times as form as hatred, at times as form of mad love, various stimulations. We provided diverse trains of thoughts, colorful array of logic to machine life. Alright, there you go. So they're the ones who gave these things, these emotions, like they say, hatred, love, anger. Different machine life forms got different types of emotions, and they did that to continue monitor the androids and see how they deal with it. Okay, I see. So 9s says, can these be self-reliant virus? But this is inside the bunker server, so that cannot be. And then they're like, oh, it's all over now. Yeah, and then they leave or just disintegrate or whatever. And 9s falls into like a water body or whatever. Okay, so these two twins are like looking down, and they're like, and now preparations are complete, and that is why he must be given the fruit of truth. The truth. Fruit of truth. Okay. So 9s falls down and it comes to like a light, and it kind of goes to that, like in front of him is a television. All right. Inside the television, 9s himself is speaking, and he's saying, after long periods of battles and adventures, the prophet spoke. My voice, what is this doing in a place like this? Okay. Wait, I need to read this. Council Yorha records. Note that these documents are classified as confidential, not to be disclosed to any person affiliated with Yorha, aside from the commander. Index: First Yorha outline, Yorha forces, Yorha combat system, bunker administration, support units, backdoor. Okay, while 9S is like, oh, grant me the mercy of the land, grant me joy of the heavens. Okay, these data looks like info about how the Council of Humanity was formed as part of Project Yorha. Okay, permission to be received by designated parties responsible for each prior. Project Yorha is a comprehensive information project intended to enhance Android morale. This entry details the circumstances that led to its proposal, as well as information related to operations concluded during its individual phases. Note that the document is marked with as a how Council of Humanity was formed as part of Project Yorha. Project Yorha is a comprehensive information project intended to enhance Android morale. Okay, this entry. Okay, human extinction. Following the collapse of Project Gestalt around 3400 CE, the remaining androids searched for a way to revive humanity. But they were unable to discover an answer, and humans went extinct by roughly 4200 CE. Afterward, the genes of the Gestalts and structural information of the remaining replicants were recorded and sent to a storage facility in the moon. There you go. Alright. Loss of android morale. The news of humanity's extinction was meant to be closely guarded secret, but rumors of event eventually began to leak out. Having lost one of the things they were programmed to protect, android morale began precipitous decline. Concerned by the turn of events, Command designed Project Yorha as a means to lift the android spirit. There you go. Well, yeah, obviously I kind of knew about this because I played the game. They kind of reveal it in the end, I remember. Like, vaguely I remember what happened. So, okay, Lunar Server, Project 0103. The first stage of the project was spreading the word among resistance groups that humanity was not, in fact, extinct, and that the last remaining remnants had managed to escape to the moon. This deception was supported by installing a communication server on the lunar surface to send regular transmissions. That server was designated to be manned by as few maintenance personnel as possible. Okay, so 9S is like, wait, isn't this backwards? Because, yeah, obviously it's first extinction and then like we kind of try to fix the situation. So we thought that this is going to, like, we're trying to fix the situation so that the humans don't get extinct or something like that. That was what the androids knew. Okay, shipping records. Yeah, and that is exactly why the stuff that they're shipping are empty, because what the hell do they need? There's nothing there. There's no humans. Like only a machine, like a thing, and the minimum amount of stuff they need. So that's why you can see half of these like are empty. There's one part where it's like, oh, purified water, oh, repair materials, that's it. Everything else empty. All the boxes are empty. They're going to the moon, nothing is there. And yeah, so lost. That means, can it be that Council of Humanity? All right, Project 0201, establishment of Yorha Squadron. Through the dramatic alteration of the next generation combat unit project that has been proposed at the time, new Yorha models began to be manufactured. Official models were created following the implementation of data acquired from the experimental squadron, were deployed all over the region. Certain members of the Yorha operation staff, however, were informed of the full scope of the project. These units were tasked to operate and protect the server on the moon. There you go. There you go. Yep. Now, I feel like the people who haven't played the game might get a big shock here, a little bit at least, because obviously they've been hearing the voice coming from the moon, the human, like the boss, the apparent boss from the moon is talking to us and everything. And yeah, so everyone thought like, oh, there's people there on the moon. And yeah, they'll be shocked. Obviously, I am not shocked because, like I said, I played the game, and I remember, as far as I can remember, they do explain it in the end, what exactly happened. This exact thing that they show here now, that was explained in the end of the game. And we realized, like, and yeah, that time I was shocked when I played the game. I was like, damn, that's an interesting twist. I wasn't expecting that. And there you go. Now we have, like, this is revealed here. Now, also, people who didn't pause this part and read those sections, they'll probably don't understand what happened here. Because we need to understand, we need to pause here and read those things. Otherwise, we won't be able to get the full picture. You know, it's kind of interesting. They did it in a very interesting way. People who are don't interested in getting spoiled or diving deeper into the whole thing, they won't get spoiled. They still will have like a will be like, oh, that was kind of weird. What was NieR trying to say? That the humanity, that the order of humanity, and like he doesn't like complete the sentence. What was that about? You know. But people who are like, wait a minute, that was suspicious. Let me stop and read those like little pop-ups that come out. They'll understand the whole picture. So interesting. Right. So pod is like unit 9 says during the overall error occurred 420 seconds of system downtime. It's because of that failure. Data's host from the middle of the data. My data's memory data's host from the middle of the data diagnostics. Data hasn't done the data sync. Process mandatory for okay. Immediate data sync. There might be problems in the data. Let's delay the sync. Wait a minute. Wait, did he just, what does he mean by the, okay, wait a minute. He says it must be because of the failure. Oh, all right. I didn't pay attention while reacting to this part. He says that when during the downtime, when he read those parts, when he realized that the humanity doesn't even exist, they're extinct, that part of his memory is gone because that was during the data downtime. So the big reveal that he got to know, he only got to know for that momentary amount of time, and his memory just went out because the server was like down at that moment, and he wasn't able to retain the data. So he's in dark now again. He doesn't know. He doesn't have the truth. Okay, that's what happened. Right, and then 2B asks for help, so 9S is like, let's go. And then we know what happens. He just leaves. But here we get to see in the screen, this girl comes up and she's like, please entertain us. You're high unit. And kind of smiles in a weird way. Number 9. Yeah, so there you go. Now, I'm guessing, like, as they said, these entities, they are the ones who are providing these emotions to the machine life forms to see how the androids deal with them. Now that the machine life forms are gone, now they're targeting 9S. So they showed 9S this truth. Obviously, 9S will get like a surge of emotions, and even though his memory is gone, it will still be there. And now they're trying to see how 2B will react to it. When something like that, I think they're trying to do here, because they're trying to do whatever experiment they're trying to do, we don't know, but that is what they're doing. Up until now, they use the machine life forms to see how the androids react. Now they're like made 9S as like their guinea pig or whatever, and gave him the, like he says, the fruit of truth, like show him that, give him that, and that's what he did. He gave him the truth. And now 9S, like, the 9S is literally their guinea pig now, I guess. And here you can see a little bit in the end when 2B talks about what separates machines from androids like us. The machines have gained emotions, consciousness. The final screams they summoned on the edge of the death, yeah, they still echo inside of me. And that's where it ended. So yeah, that was an interesting way to end it. 2B does have does get to know the truth, but for a momentary amount of time, and his, like, because of the machine downtime, his memories just get wiped out. But I'm sure he'll have something in his heart. He'll have this uneasy feeling from here onwards, you know. And like these two twins, or this guy, the voice that was talking, they're doing literally like kind of making him like a guinea pig and trying to experiment on all the, like, it's like a thought experiment more of, you know, that they're trying to pull off. something like that. So yeah, now obviously we're going to get another season in the future, and we're going to get a continuation from here, I'm guessing. So it went in a little bit of a different direction from the game, but most of the things are kind of the same. The base story is the same. The whole like reveal in the end, that also happened in the game. So I wasn't really surprised, but I'm pretty sure a few people might be surprised after watching this episode and realizing the truth, like about the humans. So yeah, and so there you go. That is it. That is my reaction to episode number 12 of NieR Automata, the final episode of this season. If you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to press the like button, subscribe if you're new to the channel, or you haven't subscribed. Comment down below anything you want to say, anything you want to let me know. I'll check them out. And that is it. Thank you for watching. I will see you guys in the next video, whichever anime I react to, whichever anime I'm reacting to currently. So yeah, see you guys then. Until then, goodbye and have a nice day.